Welcome to Girl Sessions, the podcast.
We want Girl Sessions to be a safe place, whether you're coming to kick back, relax, or get some advice. I'm your host, Coco, and joining me as always,
Raya.
Hey, y'all.
Thank y'all for joining us again. Because, we're back at it. Back at another session. And, we're going to get straight to it.
Yeah. Let's catch up. How have you been? What you been up to?
I feel like my days have been just running together like a run-on sentence. Run-on days. But overall, I am grateful and blessed. Like our quote that we posted today, it was like, I have to do this. Scratch that out. I get to do this. Like, we get to do a lot of the things that we complain about, that we stress about, that we take for granted. And I just want to focus on that more, knowing that I get to do the stuff that I do.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I love life.
Period. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's just what I've been doing. But just working, school, it's really the same thing. I went out last weekend. You know, usually I'm that girl like, I'm in the house, homebody. But no, I really want to just start living life and not holding back on living life. Like, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean,
like,
honestly. Yeah.
I don't want to be that person that's like, y'all out every weekend, or y'all need to be at home. Y'all need to, like, no, like, enjoy life, go outside, don't hold back from going outside. Like, yeah, I just want to live life and not hold back. Because what fun, like, what is that? I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. So
Yeah, we're also in our 20s, so it's like, to be 23, 24 years old and not be going out, not be living life to the fullest, I feel like we would be doing ourselves a disservice by not doing that.
Like,
and you're gonna look back on it and be like, damn, when I was 20, had the body, had the whatever, I wasn't like really, having a good time. So yeah, I agree.
What you been up to?
Yeah, I feel like it's been the same for me. Like, same old with work and everything. But I feel like I really am focusing on trying to enjoy the ride. You know, I don't want to be so caught up in like so much like hustle and then trying to be in the house that I'm not like having a lot of fun or having a good time. So I agree with what you were saying. And since the last episode, I have done things like I've hung out with family, I went out a little bit. So slowly but surely I'm adding more into it, but I'm working on my social life right now.
Yes, because last episode we was like our social life, like, ready to go. And I feel like it's just now building back up. I'm still salty about deleting my Instagram. Like,
wait, so why did you delete your Instagram?
I feel like it was a lot to why I deleted it, but like mainly it was like, I need to focus on school. I need to have no distractions. I need to, I don't know, just honestly, fear of being seen as well, feeling like I wasn't on my stuff like I should have been, like just random stuff like that. But I think it was like the last straw when I was on there, and like my whole like news feed was just ads. So that's probably why I really deleted, like, like things like that. But I had the followers, I had the pictures on there, like opportunities. But
can you not reactivate it? Like, it's completely deleted.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
It's been after 30 days, but
I'm sure.
Because I love pictures. I love taking pictures. I love like pictures and like and all. And I feel like my page was like the perfect page. I had good pictures on there.
You did, yeah.
If I make a new one, y'all gonna follow me?
Y'all better follow me.
But yeah, that's really why. But
the cool thing is you can start over and have new pictures, new memories, all the things.
That's what I was wanting to do too, just like start over.
Yeah, new followers.
Because
how long did you have that for?
Since I first made it. I made my first Instagram in like 5th grade.
Me too. I had mine since 5th grade, which is crazy.
A long time.
Yeah, it really is when you think about it. That's 2012.
And you got people on there that's like,
that just aren't really even relevant at this time. Yeah. Not that it really matters, but it's nice to kind of start over with people, make your own little thing.
I might make a new one. Yeah. I was thinking about it, but I don't want to see no ads on my news feed. Like, that would make me mad.
And I'm sure you getting rid of it have its pros too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, definitely.
Yeah.
But Yeah, last episode we was talking about our social life and how like it was going down, but I feel like I'm trying to pick that back up. Like one of my main things is like meeting people on social media. Like I am against that, but like if you don't go outside, if you don't go outside and mingle with people, how else are you supposed to meet people and be socialize with people? Like you can't. How are you like? What do you feel like? How do you feel about meeting people from social media?
I don't like meet people. I've never met anyone from like Instagram, but I know people do that. Like people will be like, you
Yeah,
follow them and then just
definitely.
message
I've
them.
did that before.
Yeah, I've never done that before. I don't know. Only thing I've done online is the whole Bumble app thing, and I think I liked it because I knew they were looking for friends, and then I knew I was looking for it. Where if you're going out, you don't know what these people could be looking for. Maybe they don't want no more friends. I don't know what the case is, but like just going up to people and like trying to start conversation, it feels pressure.
Like in person or
in person.
Oh, okay.
Where online it feels like mutual.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just at least how it feels. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it has to be that way. Because I've made friends like going out before and it was fun. It didn't really last, but like it was fun, it's cool.
I think with me, I don't know, like it's more anxiety when I meet people on social media or like try to interact with people from social media. Like, oh, here's my number, text me. It's just like weird to me because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather us run into each other in person, but that's so different now. Like you can't just run into somebody in person because everybody is just really minding their own business in person.
Facts.
But I don't know. I'm kind of like back and forth with it. Like a lot of people interact with me on social media. Like, hey, let's go out, let's go here. But it's like you're a stranger, But I'm like, should I think that way? I don't know because I don't know.
It depends. Like there's some people who have like a really strong social media presence, and then you kind of feel like, I know that's bad, but you kind of feel like you know them. Like it's trustworthy. You know that they're good.
But when you don't know them and you barely have interaction with them, but it's just like a hey.
Yeah, and then you're gambling at that point because if you go out, it could be completely different from what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
The vibes could be weird.
Do you think like you should just go for it?
I think at some point it's worth going for. Like that's what I'm going to be focused on doing, is just going for it. Because ultimately, it's better than what I'm doing now.
Exactly.
So it's like you gotta start.
And
somewhere.
not gonna lie, my cousin, like she meets a lot of people on social media, like friends, whatever. Like, and it's like it's really nothing. I feel like we overthink it most of the time. I know I do.
Yeah.
But we gonna see. I might hit one of y'all back. Like, hey, let's hang out.
I know I was paranoid on Bumble. I'm like, I hope you're real. Like, I hope it's like. See, that's even
but
worse.
I was like, remember I was telling you about that girl that I met on Bumble? Why did I see her at the club and we just walked?
Yeah.
We just walked past each other.
There's a few people I've met from Bumble, and I'd be like,
but it's like,
yeah.
But anyways, yeah, like I'm starting to not overthink as much, and I feel like it's a pro to that,
Just going.
We don't gotta overthink so much, and just do it. But yeah,
I agree. I think going with your first thought is good. When I be overthinking things, I'm like, no.
I need to stop overthinking.
Yeah, like that's I already did.
I'm missing my blessings.
Yeah, it's okay. It's trial and error. Trial and error.
Yeah. But I feel like today, I just want to reflect on like the messages that I've been seeing, like just in general. Like I don't know about you, but like there are certain things that are like that's a sign. I don't take like just little things as a sign. I take big things as a sign. Like if I see or if I hear a certain word over and over and over again, and you don't expect it, I'm like, okay, that's a sign. Do you feel like that?
I agree. Yeah, I feel like it's like I used to believe in like angel numbers and stuff too, but I do agree. If it keeps on popping up in front of you, it's clearly for you to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like lately I have been seeing. That's the air.
Yeah.
I feel like it's loud, but it's fine. I feel like lately I've been seeing the word steadfast. I've been seeing that a lot. The first time I seen it was in my devotional, and then I was just scrolling on Snapchat, and somebody else had posted it. And then I was just listening to Deontay Kyle with Grits and Eggs podcast, and he had said it. And I'm like, okay, that's a sign. Having a steadfast mind. And so I Googled it. Google's definition says basically firm and unwavering. A steadfast person is loyal, devoted, and firm in their beliefs or purpose. And I was just trying to understand I was just trying to understand how that like resonated with me and like my purpose and things like that. And it's really just not masking. I feel like that's what I got from it, like not masking, standing firm on what you believe in, your loyalty to yourself. That's really what I got from it. And I just been seeing that a lot, and I feel like that's been my message overall.
When you sent that word to me, I feel like I don't think I've heard it before. So I was like, what does that mean? But you're saying it stands for like affirming and
Unwavering, being loyal, devoted, and firm in your beliefs and purpose. Like having a steadfast mind, like, and because it's really a biblical word.
Okay.
So I looked up the biblical definition, and it means the same thing as the Google's definition, like loyal, firm, unwavering in your faith and commitment to God, even in the even in the face of trials. And I really took that in, like even in the face of trials, because like I feel like I face a lot of trials on a daily basis. Maybe not physically, but mentally as well. Like just going back and forth with my mind. Like your mind can take you to places that you don't want to be in, but you have to get out of that yourself. And like, I mean, things are hard. Life is going to be hard, but like even in the like face of your trials, you have to be committed and loyal to yourself and to God. And I feel like that was a message to me as well, because I have not been like that. Like in my face of trials, I will succumb to my trials. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely feel like that message was telling me something, and things just don't happen for a reason. Like you just don't be listening to the radio or to a podcast and you hear the word that you've been seeing. Like you don't really just, I don't know.
And I don't think I hear that word often either. I feel like it was meant for you to hear it. And I know, like, now knowing what that means, I feel like that's a lot of what we have been doing and what I've been doing, at least, because I know like things have been kind of difficult lately for me personally. And so I have been trying to just stick to the plan and just know that everything's going to be okay. I wish I could do it more confidence, and I think now I will, like knowing that everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to be, because I keep on getting on the other side of my trials, and I realize that, you know, everything worked out. Like everything that I was stressed out about 2 months ago, it worked out. So I think over like a purpose of, or over a period of time, when you keep on seeing that it works out, you kind of come to learn to remain confident even in the storm, you know?
Yes. I was just talking to myself, because I talk to myself. Like, I'm living in answered prayers. So it's like a year ago, I was praying for the things that are being answered right now. So it's like, how could I ever think that things that I still desire for my future self won't happen? You know what I'm saying? How can I ever think that? Because if I look back, I've written down prayers. I've written down things that, like, in order, really, like how I wanted things to go or how I needed things to go. And they're literally going that way.
Wow.
So it's like,
it's going to work out.
Why am I tripping? Why am I overthinking things? Why am I being insecure about my life and how it's going? You know, like why?
I think a big part of it for me is just like lack of control. Like I like to have control over things, and if I can't see how it's gonna go or how it's gonna, you know, work out, and it's above my head, then I feel like that stresses me out. But I'm learning that, you know, you can't be in control of everything. And that he's got a purpose, and so you're not gonna know how it's gonna work out. He's gonna work it out for you.
Exactly.
And you're not gonna have any idea how it was even going. Like you wouldn't have even thought of how he works it out, but he just does.
You don't know when. Like a year ago. A year later is when I'm living in my answered prayers. So it's like, it's not gonna be exactly when you want them to, but they're gonna be answered. And like that just, I don't know, that just uplifts my spirit just now, because it's like, I know that there are certain goals that I still want to reach, and like a certain lifestyle that I want to reach, and it's like I know I'm gonna reach it. Because he has yet to fail me. So
Yeah, I'm sure it feels good to have that reassurance and that confidence, even when you don't know, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And I have a message too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was gonna ask you about your message.
Yeah, I feel like a lot on social media, I've been seeing a lot about like discipline and like being focused and hustling and working hard. And I feel like that side of me comes naturally where I feel like I do want to be like ambitious and like work hard and hustle and be disciplined and all the things. But
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of what I'm needing now in my life currently is softness. I feel like I'm needing, instead of discipline, I'm needing grace. You know, I'm needing to give myself grace instead of, trying to be so hard all the time. I feel like I do need to be soft. I do need to slow down and enjoy the ride. Because I feel like I've already worked hard. Like I'm already set up the way it needs to be. And I think from now, I just want to focus on like enjoying it, you know?
Yeah.
I think you can move so fast and you don't really look around and see like kind of what's going on. And just being like, I don't know, I feel like it is really hard to have like try to be ambitious in the world that we're in, and there's a lot going on. You're trying to make a difference for yourself, and you're trying to make like, your life better. And I don't know, I feel like hustle culture can definitely wear people out over time, and I feel like that's not the way it's supposed to be. So
Yeah. So you feel like your message is just to enjoy. I just bit my tongue. To enjoy, like what's going on right now.
yeah, I definitely feel like it's easy to get like caught up in things and to hustle, and especially for me, I feel like I am that kind of person who just wants to like be where I want to be and as quickly as I can possibly be there. But I feel like it's important to definitely enjoy the ride.
How do you feel like you're able to enjoy it? Like, how do you feel like you're able to do that? Like, certain things you do, or what does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like now it's just been like, I was reading this book today, and I feel like I'm kind of trying to like shift the way I view happiness and like all the things that I feel like I'm attached to. Like I feel like I need certain things and I don't. So just finding joy in the small things too. Like not everything has to be so grand. For my lunch, going on walks and, being into with nature and like, when you're going so quick, you can go on your phone and just be like scrolling on TikTok or on social media. But like, what if you went to a nearby park and like, like
Exactly.
just like thinking outside the box, I guess, and just like, I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be focused all the time on school and work and stuff,
You shouldn't.
Yeah. Like I should work as hard as I work for my stuff. I should be also having stuff planned. Like I feel like sometimes I'll be like, I don't have time to hang out with friends. I don't have time to do whatever the case is.
What
like,
I tell you?
Yeah, I'm like, if you make
what I be telling you?
Yeah.
What I be telling you?
Yeah.
No, what do I be telling you?
I don't. What you be telling me?
About the time.
It has to be equal. I know that. Like you have to be. It has to be equal.
I always tell you that you have all the time in the world.
Oh,
remember?
see now that I don't know about that.
I'm literally telling you, you have all the time in the world. Why I be telling you that? What's my reason?
Because I don't have no kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's literally my reason.
I still feel like I don't have time, and I know I have time, but like I feel like I don't have time.
All right, now
I feel like everything's accounted for, but I also do think it's what you make it. Like if you gonna make time for work, then you better be making time for for rest. I feel like, yeah.
What do you feel like you don't have time for?
I feel like I don't have time for a lot of stuff.
Like what?
Like I really have the weekends, really, but that really be it. Like Mondays, 8 to 5, okay. Then I come home and do my homework. I be doing my homework for 4 hours. Then I go to sleep. Then I want to go to the gym in the morning. I get up at 5:30, okay. Get ready for work, go to work. Get off work, go clean the building. That's my part-time job. Then I go home, sleep. It's like my days really do maxed out. Like I feel like I do spend a lot of time like doing homework and working and hustling, and that's all things I've chose to do by choice, and it's all my way of trying to like secure myself.
So you work, have a part-time job, you go work out, you do your homework. What else would you be doing if you didn't have to go to your part-time job?
I'd be sitting on my couch, probably.
Exactly.
See, but there was a period in my life where I really was going out, hanging out with friends, and spending my time, meaningfully.
Okay, y'all, we had to take a mini break, but we back.
Yeah, but just to wrap up in what I've been seeing a lot lately, I just feel like it's good. I think a lot of people need to have discipline sometime, and a lot of people maybe don't have that in their life. So it's good to kind of get things started. But I do think for me, I have been trying to kind of like reroute how I view things. Like not everything has to be so hustle and like discipline and make a plan. And like I think right now I really am, trying to have more fun and not take things so seriously. I'm looking forward to maybe like going out and not having a plan, maybe not having a schedule.
Yeah.
Like kind of living on life a little bit like on the looser side. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
like
not that like deep, but
it's
it
never
is.
that deep. And I
Yeah.
feel like we make a lot of things deeper than what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know, because you just be stuck in our head most of the time.
Yeah.
But I'm all for letting loose and just going with the flow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what do you feel like makes you different from others?
Yeah. When I saw this question, I was like,
Because I feel like a lot of the things that's like, okay, I'm different than that person, or I'm different from this group, or I'm different from this environment. Like I feel like we look at it as a disadvantage most of the time. And I feel like we should stop doing that. We should stop looking at our differences from one another as a disadvantage, because just because we're different doesn't mean that we should feel less than. So yeah, what do you feel like makes you different from others?
I feel like I really spent time with saying like who I am in general, honestly. And I feel like oftentimes, especially growing up when I was younger, there'd be times where I felt different from other people, like from like environments, people, like groups. Like I felt like I didn't really fit in, or like I felt like the vibes are off, and I'm like, I thought it was me. I think I was internalizing the whole thing. But I mean, for the most part, I feel like a lot of it is just knowing yourself and being comfortable in who you are.
Yeah.
I think I am like overall I do think I feel like I'm a ambitious person, and I feel like that does something that makes me kind of like stand out overall for our age. But I don't know, I'm like I feel like everyone has something, you might think that you're the only person with this, but everyone ultimately is going through similar things. So I feel like everyone can find peace in the fact that you're not the only person going through certain things.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Why do you feel like you didn't fit in?
I feel like there was multiple things. I don't know. I feel like it was a lot of, I didn't notice the differences, but I feel like people would put the differences on to me. And I feel like I hated that because I feel like I couldn't be myself because there was things said. I feel like it's a lot from where I grew up and stuff. Like, I think people would say, like, the way I talk or, like, the things I did, it was, whitewashed or whatever things would be said. That's a lot of what would happen, I think, when I was younger, like first leaving college and like, or first leaving high school and like going out to new environments. I feel like that's a lot of what I heard. And I feel like that was hard for me because I feel like who I was, how I acted was automatically like judged. And then you be hyper vigilant, hyper cautious how you acting, and then it makes you like, yeah. So just, that was just one example, but I feel like there was multiple things where people would like cast their opinions on me, and then I would internalize it and take it as like part of who I was, letting people tell you who you are pretty much.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's definitely an environment thing.
Yeah.
And like, just because, if you did talk a certain way or they labeled certain things as whatever they labeled it as, it's like, it just shows how ignorant they were.
Yeah.
So yeah, like a lot of things that people put on display about someone else, like that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't tell you the type of person they are. That doesn't tell you what they like. That doesn't tell you what they believe in. So like, I just feel like certain things just display how ignorant others are.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you feel like you had any experiences like that where people like opinions of you were like shared and then maybe you like had believed it or
Yes, recently too. Like recently, people just say the most crazy things.
Yeah.
But it's mainly just because they're jealous of you.
Yeah.
Period, point blank. Like, that's really just that. Like, a lot of things that people say to try to talk down on you or try to hurt you is because it's just a reflection of how they feel about themselves. And like most of the thing, nobody can really talk about anybody if you want to be honest. But if somebody is really trying to put you down and try to say hurtful things, it's just like it's just a reflection of them, and you can't take it personal.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've had a lot of people's opinions, just come on to me, and like it's just like, where's this even coming from?
Yeah.
I know there was one time where it's like, this girl had asked me this girl had asked me like, I don't know, because I had a friend, but she was like a bigger girl. And the girl had asked me, she was like, do you hang out with her so you can stand out? Like, somebody literally asked me that. I'm like, what? I hang out with her because I genuinely like her. She's genuinely my friend.
That's a crazy thing to say.
And that was like, this is like a long, long time ago. But it's just like, certain people's opinions, it's like, that's how you think of me. And I feel like that's where I start to like overthink it, because like the fear of perception, like how people perceive you, and it's like, this is what you think of me.
Yeah.
And then like, recently with people's opinions, it's like, this is what you think of me, but it's like, you can't take it personally, and I can't dim my light and have a fear of perception, because people are going to perceive me anyway, if I'm doing good or if I'm doing bad. And I feel like that the fear of perception has got to me a lot because of how other people, or what other people would say about me and their opinions about me.
I feel like when you don't know yourself, that's when those opinions really like can shatter you, because you don't know who you are, so you don't know what to believe. You don't even know you can't say anything back because you don't know who you are really. So I feel like that was hard when I was younger, and as I'm getting older, I'm able to be seen a lot more, and I can receive feedback and receive opinions, and it doesn't bother me as much. But it does suck whenever you're figuring who you are, and then there's like outside opinions. It can be tough.
Because honestly, if I'm being honest, outside opinions, they can hurt, but they can only hurt like when you've been very open to this person and they use certain things against you, if you know what I mean. Like you've been vulnerable with this person, and then they turn around and use whatever you said like against you. I feel like that's the only time that it can hurt. Like, yes, you can know yourself, but if you like told this person a lot about you and they turn around and use it against you, I feel like that's when it can hurt as well. But you can still know yourself, but it can still hurt.
That's a good point.
That's why my grandma had told me, don't tell everybody your business, especially
Yeah, you're right. It's not only if you don't like know yourself. I feel like you can be hurt by people in so many different ways, honestly.
Because words do hurt.
And I wish people thought about that more. I think the people who I'm talking about, I don't think they thought twice, like what the effects could possibly be by like saying certain things. I don't think people ever think about that, but I feel like you should definitely think twice before like speaking on somebody. Like, I feel like it's crazy to me that it comes so naturally to people to judge and ask questions, and like, you don't know what that could do to somebody,
Exactly.
Like, mind your business, but
mind the business that pays you.
So,
but yeah, overall, I feel like I'm still learning myself. I'm still, like, just, I'm learning not to mask anymore, and just be myself truthfully. Like, I feel like a lot of people's masking comes from them pretending to be a good person and pretending to, be the person that they should be. But I feel like, me personally, like, my masking comes from me dimming my light, and I hate that so much. But I feel like that's what my masking is when I do mask. And I don't know if that's just, I don't know what the root of it is, but sometimes I feel like it is my environment, and sometimes I feel like it's me trying to make others comfortable. But yeah, I don't want to do that anymore.
When did you start doing it? Like, have you been doing this for a minute now?
I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Okay, yeah.
And I feel like that's where the shyness comes in. And the quietness comes in. But
are you quiet? Are you shy? Like, for real? Or that's just like how you've become?
I feel like I've always been shy. Like,
okay.
People always been call me shy and things like that. But
yeah. So are you extroverted or introverted though?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends.
Yeah.
Like, what would you say I am around you?
I feel like you're extroverted.
And I feel like other people, like people in class, I'm probably the most quietest one in my class.
Before I talked to you and like really got to know you, I thought you would be introverted. Yeah. But I think,
It depends.
yeah. I think I go on either side, like, too. I feel like I'm naturally, like, from birth, I'm extroverted. But after life, I became introverted. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to play a game.
Okay.
It's a game where I ask you a question or I ask you to tell me something, but you can't use any filler words like, but
Ooh.
things like that.
Okay.
So I was just going to ask you, when did your journey start with your awakening of your mind and basically like your journey with self-care and just, digging deep in your mindset and things like that? Like, when did that start and how did that become?
Yeah. I would say it was my senior year of high school. It's ironic that you asked that because today I was looking through my phone when I was journaling and I saw some videos. I used to do like actual like
You
journal
said
videos.
like.
Oh.
No filler words.
So what happens when I mess up?
Start over.
Okay, so can I say so?
Is that a filler word? Anyways. It's hard because I feel like
yeah, it is.
we say a lot of filler words like
Yeah.
while we're doing the podcast. But yeah, go ahead.
In 2020, I started doing like actual like video. Oh my goodness, I don't think I can do it. Okay, so I used to do videos on my phone and I would actually talk about myself and like what I was going through and like I feel okay, yeah, I'm done. I can't. I say like that's just what I say. I didn't say though. I feel like
you can't say
Let me. I'm just gonna talk
one more time.
But yeah, so yeah, I would just take videos and it feels good to like look back on the videos and see who I was and now who I am, and how I really at the time I really wanted to grow. I really wanted to be different and I knew what my issues were, but I felt like I wanted to work on them. So yeah. Did I say it? I'm not even listening to myself. I'm just trying to answer the question at this point because I'm like I can't. I'm gonna say it. So now I gotta ask you one because I know you going. Yeah.
Okay.
I can ask you a question.
That was funny.
It's your turn.
Okay.
Okay. What is something that not many people know about you?
Something that not many people know about me. I would say how I think and just the activities that I like to indulge in. Because a lot of people will be surprised when they ask me a question. I'll be like, yeah. And they be like, what? For real? Really just overall myself because I am first impressionly, if that's a word, introverted. And just I don't know, people judge me based off how I look sometimes. I feel like that goes with me just being adventurous and things like that. Like
It's okay. You already said lie like 3 times now.
No,
so
I didn't.
yes, you did.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, something that people don't know about me is my mindset on things and the things that I like to indulge in. Because a lot of people view me as the quiet girl, the shy girl, but I'm more than just that.
Period. Okay, you said like a few times, but
I don't
it's
remember.
Okay.
See, you don't even know you say it.
Yeah, you just like I just.
But that was kind of hard.
Yeah.
But
it is.
I try my best.
I like that you slowed down instead of saying just stop talking. Just wait until it comes. But
Yeah, that was fun.
I hate that people try to put people in boxes though. Like that's like the shy girl, the quiet. Like what does it matter though? People don't be giving anybody a chance to really see who they are. Not everyone's gonna fit in a box. So
I feel like my main thing that people be surprised about is when they ask me, do I smoke? I mean, I don't smoke, but I have. But like, that'd be the main thing.
They'd be like, oh my goodness.
They'd be like, what? Pass me the wood.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay, let's get into our hot topics. Okay. This hot topic I really wanted to talk about because it just had me thinking about it. Like, is this really possible? Can you really do this? Or like, what does it entail? And it's, can you love someone / care for someone from a distance? Like, how? What does that entail? Because I was thinking about it before, and it's like, yes, you can love somebody from a distance, you can care for someone for a distance, but I really wasn't getting into detail on how you can do that. Because like, if you have to love someone, if you have to care for someone for a distance, they obviously don't need your time and your energy for some reason. Like, why do you have to be at a distance? And it's like, what does that entail? Because like, most of the time when you care for somebody and you love somebody, it can be detrimental to you when you really love and care for somebody. So why should you even do it from a distance? You should just let it go completely.
I think that can be hard because I've had that happen in my life, and just because we weren't good for each other doesn't mean that I don't still have love for that person, because it doesn't eliminate everything that we went through. It doesn't eliminate everything that like I seen this person go through. They know me, so it's like we're not good for each other, but I feel like I still support you from a distance. Like, if I ever ran into you, you got my support. Like, we don't talk, but I'm still on your team. So it's like the weirdest thing, because it's like there is no connection, there is no reaching out or conversation, but ultimately it's like agreed that bond that y'all had is not going to be forgotten, if that makes sense, maybe.
Because okay, I get it. Something that's not forgotten.
Yeah.
But what if you love and care for that person, but you shouldn't? Then what? Can you still love them and care for them from a distance? What does that look like, though? Like, rooting for that person? Or, like, what does that look like? How can you love somebody and care for somebody from a distance? What does that mean?
You can love someone who you technically shouldn't love. Because I've been there before. I think over time you realize that you don't actually love them, but maybe that's what that feels like at the time. But from a distance, I mean, it could mean like y'all don't talk, but on social media you still like their post. It could mean y'all don't talk, but maybe you still support something that they're doing. I don't know. For me, what it's meant is just like our bond is not going to be forgotten, and like if I ever run into you, we'll catch up, but like we're never gonna have what we had. It's not bad blood though. Like, I don't hate you. I'm not out to get you. Yeah. I think it's more peaceful.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like, no bad blood, but I get it.
We might see each other one night and catch up, but after we catch up,
that's
bye.
it.
Because I mean, I think it's agreed. It's just it's agreed. It's a done deal.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Do you feel like that's still hard for you to like see and visualize?
No, but yes.
Yeah.
No, because I'm such a forgiving person. So like, somebody could do me wrong, and the next day I would want to be there for you. But at the same time, it's like, if you treated me a certain way but I still love you, I just want it to disappear, because I shouldn't still care for you because you did me so wrong.
Yeah.
But overall, I feel like you should definitely keep your heart open, because if you close it, there's no room for love to come in. There's no room for any goodness to come out of it. But if you open it, you might still love the person that you shouldn't, but it's still open for other love to come in and come out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's always better to do things, I think, gracefully, even if you guys don't end on good terms, or you know, like, I feel like it's always better to end on good terms if you can, but, like, not hold any grudges. I feel like it's going to do a lot worse on you, personally.
Like, yeah.
And that person's not going to have no clue, you know, what effects they're having on you. So it's always better to go gracefully, always better to do the work, to heal from whatever it is, you know, versus letting it linger into your next relationships or, you know, become a part of your confidence and who you are. I feel like it's always better to address it and just go gracefully. So,
for sure.
Yeah. I did have a hot topic. I know we talked about in the last session, princess treatment versus bare minimum. And it made me think at the moment, like, what about king treatment, okay? Like, what does that look like, okay? Starting with you. What do you think about the sentence, spoil your man?
I love that sentence.
Okay. That sentence is controversial for some people. They're like, like, I'm the prize, you know, and you are the prize. I still agree with that, but I do feel like in a good, healthy relationship, you're supposed to spoil him, he's supposed to spoil you, you know?
Yeah.
And like the equivalent, what that looks like. What does it look like to take care of your relationship, your partner? What does it look like to spoil a man, right, in a relationship?
That's crazy, because the only thing that comes to mind is just buying expensive gifts. Because overall, men's gifts are expensive, their clothes are expensive, everything is expensive.
Yeah.
So that would be my only thing, but I want to think of something else. Like, I want to think of something else equivalent to spoiling your man or just surprising him on a daily basis. Like, I don't know, nothing comes to mind other than just buying expensive gifts. Like, I don't really know what men really like and really enjoy, you know?
I feel like a lot of men don't know what they like and what they enjoy, because oftentimes the mic's not turned to them. The mic is, you know, what you gonna do for your girl, and then they gotta come up, you know. But how often is it like turned on the men, like what, you know, they are?
Because I can't even, because when I feel like when men think about women, it's like, oh, they like flowers, they like lunch money, they like what we like, you know,
get your nails done, or
get your nails done, get your hair done, get your lashes done. Like, men can only get a haircut. Like,
we have a lot of stuff.
But not gonna lie, when I think about stuff, I think about like getting pedicures with my man, getting a massage. That's something that I like. If I really mess with you, I would get you a massage. You know how expensive they are. So it's like, I would want my man to experience that, because it's very relaxing.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I would say, like, but that's really the only thing that came to my mind just now.
And I like that, because I think a lot of men, like, they don't naturally go get massages. So just showing them, like, enlighten them a little bit. Let me show you, take you to get your pedicure, you know? Because I feel like a lot of men don't know. Yeah, like, you should pamper yourself a little bit. And they never thought to do it. And then when they do it, they're like, yeah, this is nice. Yeah. I know for me, I feel like a lot of it is not necessarily materialistic or with money. But I think a lot of it is just like being a sounding board for your partner. I think it's important that when they go out in the world, there's going to be a lot of things that are going on. And they need to be able to come home and, like, you know, talk one-on-one, and, you know, that you can be their sounding board in a sense. So I feel like that's really important, I think, for men. I wish I would have did a poll and asked the guys to say something.
We'll ask them.
Yeah. I think in every good relationship, it's good to challenge them a little bit too. You know, if you feel like, you know, they're not noticing something, like, hey, that's an opportunity for you, you know, speak life into them, you know. They might be asleep on something, but you see it in them, you know, and you're supposed to kind of challenge them, as I think, as a woman, and in a good way. There's, you know, a toxic way it can be done, but in a good way, you know, just kind of speak light into them and stuff like that. So
if they deserve it.
Yeah, that too. You know, you don't want to pour.
If they a bitch ass nigga,
you can't pour everything into them, and then you got nothing left for yourself. So yeah, I think men are good on they like compliments too. They need their ego and their pride to be gassed up a little bit. So I think compliments are huge as well.
I agree.
Would you pay for your man's haircut?
Yeah.
Would you fill up his gas tank?
Honestly, I would do anything for my man.
So I feel like, and that's like kind of my last point, is it can be 50-50. You don't have to be like oh, you would do this for me, but I'm not doing that for you because you're a man.
Yeah.
I feel like it can go either way. You know, everything I would want from a partner, I'm gonna give it back to him as well. You know, so yeah.
I feel like that's the main thing that a man will appreciate is just treating them as a human being and not just you should be doing this because you're a man. You shouldn't be doing this because you're a man. Like,
Yeah.
you should be their safe space. And one thing I hate is a man that's like, I'm a man, I gotta be hard. I hate that so much.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're giving insecure.
It's sad that they feel like that too.
It is very sad because obviously that's how they grew up. And when I was just thinking about some things early, it's just like, it's your mama's fault.
Yeah. It really do be the mama's fault. Yeah. And I will say, like, I feel like us as women, we had for a long period of time, like, oh, this is what a woman should do. And I feel like we have kind of breaking past that. Like, every relationship looks different. There don't be, like, gender roles set up a certain way no more. So,
and
yeah.
My desired relationship is just us being ourselves.
Yeah.
Not like, oh, I have to do this because I'm a woman, or you have to do that because you're a man. Like, obviously you gotta kill bugs and spiders because that's scary.
Yeah, there are some things.
But like, just overall, I just want us to be ourselves. Like, if I wanna ask you to, hey, let's go get a pedicure, I don't want you to say, nah, that's not for me.
Yeah,
like, I don't like that because you really know that you really want a pedicure. Like, I just don't want nobody to mask themselves just because they're a man, because it's like, it's giving you're not being yourself. You know, I just want us to equally be ourselves, regardless of what that looks like. It might not look like the portrayed, or the relationship that's portrayed to the world, but like, I just want us to be ourselves, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, I've heard some guys say, like, I might get a pedicure, like, that's gay. I'm like, boy,
the whole time your pants is to your knees,
ass out.
What?
Yeah. So
bah.
Yeah. My next thing is, like, would you mind having a stay-at-home husband or stay-at-home father if you worked and he stayed at home with the kids? Do you have opinions on that?
I mean,
and it might not be for you, but yeah.
I don't know. If it was for a certain amount of time, I mean, I wouldn't trip. Because there's a lot of stay-at-home moms right now that wish they can go outside and go to work.
It's a hard job too, I think, depending on how many kids you have. And I feel like something about a man being with his kids 24/7 and taking care of his kids and being not, like, scared to do that. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know how about me working though 40 hours and, like, I don't know about that. But yeah, I'm not against it
For a certain amount of time, like, if things happen or whatever, like, I wouldn't look down on it. But
yeah, permanently, maybe not.
No.
Yeah. I feel like it's important definitely to treat your partners right, no matter what, however it is. It shouldn't be one-sided.
Equally yoked.
Yeah, I think that's really important. But yeah, if y'all made it this far, thank you for listening.
And make sure to tune in every other Wednesday for a new session.